Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, muggles.
Accidental rim job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11?
What is up, cunts? It is Cream, back in your ears. I've obviously been away for a few weeks, and Muggins and I think Stanley's nickname was Sugar or some shit. They've been covering for me. Thanks to them very much. I'll get on to all the shit and trash talking they've been doing for the past 2 weeks, unfiltered. But today I have a very, very special guest. The newly married, it's Nick Crusher Cody. Yay!
Sloss. Boys.
We are in Sydney. We've been in each other's company
Sydney.
for about 4 hours now, and we're already a jug of margaritas in.
Yep.
Our beers have just been opened, and it is 3 in the afternoon. Who's got a problem? You've got a problem. Who's got a problem? You've got a problem.
Man, this time yesterday I was at the gym with a guy by the name of Kev at Strength Elite on Instagram. He's a fucking absolute savage of a man. He's like trained special forces and also a comedian.
And special needs comedians. Can you do a roly-poly, Nick? Can you touch your toes?
I'm a big boy. I did a jump.
Yeah, see, I am unashamedly in the worst shape of my life, because after all these Aussie festivals, when I go home, I'm going to go on a proper health kick. Unlike Muggins, who has, I'll give him respect where respect's due, he's been going to the gym a lot while out in fucking wherever he is. And as he brought up in the last podcast, he just keeps sending shirtless photos that are clearly he's taken for Natalie. Clearly,
Yeah.
That's fine. I've got no problem with you sending pictures of your improvement to someone who appreciates them. There's one person on this planet who appreciates Kai's body, and that is Natalie. Nobody knows why. We'll get into that much later on. It's a scientific experiment. We're going to donate her brain to science, or her body just to the fucking ocean. But he just, it was sweaty, and his V was, I've got no problem.
Does he have a V?
I think so. A massive
wow.
vagina.
Yeah.
Got him.
On that. On that.
I think he's got a V, because he used to just have like a downward facing D. It used to be like a constant just hangover.
Oh man, I got a bit of that shit.
Yeah, just like
we out on the honeymoon.
a while ago, he used to have just like an avalanche warning. Like if you were near him and you laughed too much, like all of his belly would just fold over onto his dick, and he had to scramble to get it out.
I'm close to. I'm probably on the scale of fit that I've been in the last 10 years. I'm probably third from the top right now. I know when I'm really bad, when it like hurts to put on shoes and stuff. And I'm just sweating, just no reason. It's like 18 degrees. And I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Is that humid?
I had trouble putting on my, because I wear quite loose shoes. I don't know if this is a thing, but I had to take my laces out an extra thing. That's a different level of fat. Normally you have to change your buckle. I had to move my laces down a notch.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I think I got fat feet. I think that's where I'm put.
Is it from the flight, maybe?
Oh, it might be from the flight. That makes more sense.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a muggle thing.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Feet swelling?
My ankles swell on the plane.
I'd never experienced it. Oh no, all
Oh no, because you're not an 80-year-old woman. Why would your feet swell?
Oh, see the people that just do the lunges. If I'm ever at the stage where I need to do lunges on an airplane, kill me, I'm done. Like it's there's no, if your body can, this is the arrogance of youth, but fuck it, that's who I am. I've got no time for people just doing your little yogas. They do it against the door, that fucks me off. Like I saw a guy yesterday just
grab onto that handle, you fucking idiot.
Oh.
You know it can't open though above a certain height.
No, can I not?
No.
That's good to know. Oh, or is that just something you're putting in our listeners' ears?
I bet you can't open it over a certain
Guys, it's like Brian used to play with my younger brothers, like if you tell them that no matter how fast they run, automatic doors always open. Great prank to play on kids. Also tell people that there's a system in there's a reflex in their body where you can't physically punch yourself in the face.
Oh, great. All those primary school classics.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Just so everyone knows, it's impossible, no matter how hard you try, to open up a door on an airplane when it's in the sky. Just same with submarines underwater. Like, obviously not submarines in the sky. I don't know how to go there.
And if you're on a plane and you want to check out what the cockpit looks like mid-flight, stand next to the door and yell, "Oi, cunts." It's the little pilot secret code.
Yeah, they've all got their own look. Sometimes it changes where you are, sometimes it's fat face, sometimes it's soft cock, but it's always... Also make loads of gun noises, big fans of those, because it's party time in the cockpit.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you make all the...
Oh, there's a fucking loose unit out there. Better let him in. Let's bring the party up front.
I've heard from a lot of sources that a lot of pilots are drunk. How true do you reckon that is?
No, I don't think they're drunk for the flight, but I think they're a bit like comedians. They're travelling all the time. They're in hotels. They're you can have a few drinks. They're fucking mavericks. I love pilot. I know you've had Muggles Corner where Muggles are afraid of flying.
Yeah, totally.
Right? Yeah, of course. If there's a bit of rough turbulence, like coming back from the honeymoon from Vietnam, there was like a 3-hour period on the flight home of some pretty rough bumps, and of course I'll get slightly sweaty hands, but then I'm like, no, the plane's worth a few $100 million.
Yeah.
The pilots are fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. Also, he really doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
He's the best one for the job.
Or she.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Because somebody's made a mistake. No, I used to have a bit about when I look in the cockpit, I just want male or female between the ages of 40 and 55.
Yeah.
But one shit me so bad the other month. Because I always annoy my wife, Luch.
Newlywed wife?
Yeah, newlywed. My new wife, Luch, she, I say...
You finally own a woman.
She's extremely left-wing. I'm left-wing, but she's like annoying. So I can always get her with jokes. Like if there's a female pilot and halfway through the flight there's a bit of turbulence, I go, fuck, chicks can't even skydrive. That's what I call it. Look at her running into this invisible... like a fucking chick would.
She's probably lost. That is my favourite thing to do with... I do the same thing. Because obviously I'm left wing as well, but I just enjoy annoying anyone. If I know whatever like triggers you or sets you off or offends you, I don't believe any of the words come...
Yeah, you don't want to properly upset someone.
But I do want to make them shout, because that's when I know I've won the argument.
But we had a pilot a couple of months ago. Luch and I got on the plane, and I'll pop my head in, just have a look in the cockpit, see what's happening. And the co-pilot was a chick. I don't care who's flying the plane, but she had pigtails. So get the fuck out. That's like if a guy had a mullet.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No,
Did
sorry.
you win a prize? Wrong haircut.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, mullet would be the worst one to see. Mohawk I wouldn't trust. I'm like, because you're looking for turbulence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ponytail just suggests she giggles. Yeah, I want the male pilot to have Nazi side parting. Any sort of Nazi crew cut.
Yeah.
And yeah, like with respectable ponytail, like that fucking this is business blowjob ponytail. One of them. I'm not letting anything get in my eyes. But then again, I honestly don't understand how much the plane they actually fly, because most of it's
heaps of it. Heaps.
Is it most of it?
Yeah. I've been in the cockpit for flights in Afghanistan on the big planes.
Did you win a prize?
I did win a prize. They saw me and go, "Fuck, he must be sick. Let's let him sit up front." He's sweating. And heard him putting his shoes on.
Oh, Nick, we can't go any further unless you make the airplane noises. You've done a lot out in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh, not Iraq. I was meant to go last time, but we couldn't. Like the Australian Army couldn't get visas to go to Iraq.
Did it on some invasion?
Yeah, is that how war works, guys? I said, do you think that's how? Otherwise, Poland in 1939 go, nah. Where are your fucking papers? You are not coming in. Fill out the forms.
As someone who regularly gigs for the troops, is there a little guilty part of you that whenever we decide to bomb a new place, you're like, oh, new gigs?
Oh, Damascus.
Oh, Syria this time of year. Heard it's wonderful.
Yeah, there's always stuff going on, so you're going to get to some... what I like about Afghanistan is there's no way you could go there
Ever. Yeah.
So.
I've not been. I'm terrified with those places. Not only just like the bombs and the shooting and the war and the killing and the whatnot, but that's like the level of temperature where it's like fuck you temperature. Like
Oh, it depends what time of year. You mean super hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt it's ever fucking snowing there, is it?
Oh, yeah, in Afghanistan.
Does it?
Oh, man, winter.
Or is that Call of Duty level?
I was there last Christmas. Not last Christmas, the one before. And, yeah, it was fucking -4.
Oh,
yeah.
God, I'm so dumb.
Man, it's higher up than Denver. So it's like at a really high altitude. It's really mountainous. It's quite a beautiful place.
Yeah. Was.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
There's a couple of fucking silly geese running around.
Yeah, a couple of
Reckon that for everyone.
Yeah, making a bit of a scene on both sides. Oh yeah, I've never done the war. It's also just because like there's a certain stance as a comic have to take. I was asked to support Jeffries out in I think it was Israel. I think it was out there.
Ah.
I was asked to support him out there, and just I couldn't really do it for the dates, but like. I immediately said yeah because I want to I loved Jim Jeffries and I'd love to go to that part of the world and see it. But the thing my mum and dad pointed out was the shitty thing about being a comic is regardless, even though I would just be going over there to support Jeffries, to some people that's me making a political stance, and I'm like,
oh, just go
you just go because you're Israel or Palestine, and go to one or the other. You're like, oh, you've made your stance. I'm like, no, I'm gigging for
I've definitely copped that shit from other comics.
Have you?
Oh yeah, I think you must be right wing, you support the troops. It's like, no, I like the troops. I don't necessarily
agree with what they do.
No, I don't agree with the government sending them into certain places. I hate all that shit. And again, I'm left wing, but in the arse. If it's like, yeah, I know some soldiers, they're nice. They're like, all right, you fascist dog. Much like we're alpha in comedy.
Yeah.
We're alpha males, but in any other line of life.
Yeah, we do. I get called a bully so much, and I think that it's mainly by nerds. It's mainly by, people I also get bullied.
Am I a bully? Am I a bully? Well, why do you keep hitting yourself? Look at me that.
Yeah, you little dweeb. I love that type of. I honestly, and again, this might be from a privileged position. I don't think it's fucking gender based in any way. Some of the people that bully me the hardest in the fucking world, like Becky Lucas.
Oh,
rips
Becky.
Me.
Oh, can be scathing.
Oh, she's great. In fact, I'll probably get her on the podcast tomorrow. Becky Lucas is a fucking diamond. I'd love to see.
God, I know I'm going well when you're already planning the next guest.
Oh, you're also on the podcast. Oh.
What's she up to now?
Can you get her on? It's just a short guest spot from Cody. You can hold the mic.
No, Becky can say sentences to roast you in a way. It's like a one sentence roast line it'll floor you.
Yeah, she'll cut you down to and which is weird because she's just this small, gorgeous, nice thing, but cutting bitch. I was just gonna. Have you been listening? You're a listener of the podcast. One of the 9 we have. Have you been listening to Kyle Stanley's takeovers?
No, I haven't heard that.
Good choice. Yeah. Good choice. They had a massive go at us. Gareth.
I'm Team Cream.
I'm gonna get those shirts made. Gareth suggested that Muggles run. Now, what would your they run?
As in jog.
Yeah.
No, because I think Muggles jog.
Yeah,
fucking legends sprint.
Okay.
Right.
So,
a hill sprint versus a.
Gareth suggested it, and I sort of agree because he was talking about the little fucking nerdy little circular water bottles they got and that fucking armband thing for the thing. We agreed there were quite a lot of muggly things running. Oh, Stanley and Kai took that so very personally.
Oh, really?
Oh,
missed that one.
They had a little bit of a bitch fit. I mean, I didn't get most of it, but Gareth got wrecked into the ground. That's why he's not here. He's so sad. Killed himself. Whoa! I've not heard from him since, but he did send me a Snapchat of his feet dangling like that bit in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, he just Gareth was here.
I'm not used to the new world. The world's moved on without me. Yeah.
So how did they destroy it?
Oh, well,
obviously those guys love a bit of fitness.
Yeah.
Well, Kai loves a bit of fitness at the minute.
Yeah. He also loves a bit of fitness dick in his mouth.
Got him.
Got him good. Yeah. No, I can understand where they were coming from, but I knew Kai would stand up there because I know my boo and I know what upsets him.
Yeah.
But
Kai's not health run at the minute.
Yeah.
Like I know in the lead up to the wedding, I was going to the gym telling people what they should eat and what they shouldn't. And then what did we do today? We had a jug of margarita for breakfast.
Yeah, and a burrito, and then a burrito, ice cream.
Then a cookie ice cream. Then I had a coffee because I enjoyed that food, but I wanted it out.
It's just going on a brief tour of my insights.
Yeah.
It's a very sort of it's a quick. It's not like an open top bus tour. It's like a fucking speedy one. It's like in porn where you just skip to the good bits.
That's a helicopter tour, 8 to 9 minutes.
And you're kicked out at the end. No parachute. Yeah, no, Stanley's has been very much trying to sneak in on the podcast and replace me.
Ah, okay.
And he's done a good job.
I've met Stanley, haven't I?
Yeah, you've met him. You'll meet him more when he's in Melbourne. He's coming over and doing a show. For what it's worth, I do love the cunt. Like the pair of them have been nailing the podcast. But there's going to be a lot. I think the first podcast me and Kai get back together, there's going to be a lot of fucking bitching. I might have you in my corner. I might have Stanley in his, and we can just fucking throw down.
Yeah, sounds
it could be like that bit in Django Unchained.
Oh, I've never seen that.
You've never seen Django Unchained?
No.
Oh man, good.
I don't know. I love comedies, but
no, it's really good. Samuel L. Jackson says the N word far too much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's obviously he's right, but that's the thing. Like, I never understood like when liberals got
too much.
Yeah.
I love that's the bit you've taken away from it. Isn't it a movie where slaves are just getting?
Look, slavery bad. But like,
that goes without saying.
That was the thing that really fucked me off with liberals when those movies come out, like the Django Unchained and Tarantino's other one. Like they're just like, oh my god, they use the N word so much, it's so racist. You're like, that's how people spoke back then.
Yeah.
Like they would have said far worse things. Like he's doing it. Well, you want him to bleep out that word? Like I fully agree, it's wrong. That's the point he's trying to make.
Well, remember John McCain, that Republican a few years ago, said the word gook?
Oh yeah.
Right, in some interviews, like running for president, and he got captured in the Vietnam War, and his dad was some high up dude. He was a prisoner of war. They broke his arms just heaps of times. His shoulders. He can't lift his arms above. He can't lift his hands above shoulder level.
Yeah.
Now,
which is why he was never allowed to be a Nazi.
No, got to do the walk.
Can't cheer for things. He had to give up his career, very promising start of his life as a promising bottle opener, but now can't do it.
Yeah, he always wanted to be one of those things that worked out the front of car dealerships. That's over. No, you're playing a zombie. That's it.
Yeah.
But he, like 2 years into captivity, they offered him a release because his dad was famous.
Oh.
Like his dad was high up.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was like something they just said, like, okay, we're going to offer you a release. That was an option this whole time? I should have read the small print.
But he wouldn't go if his friends weren't allowed to go. So he said no, and he was in captivity for 5 years. And they told him off for obviously saying a fucking heinous word. And he goes, look what happened to me.
Yeah.
I think...
Am I allowed one? Am I allowed one?
How many things?
Like, he's also a really old... But I understand, like, racism is never, ever acceptable. But you sort of, with the age that he is. I do think, though, in the Quentin Tarantino movie, do you ever reckon Samuel L. Jackson just looks at the amount of time Tarantino's written that word in there and he's like...
Man.
But like, is this what, like... Does it have to be in every movie? Like, I know I say it, but I feel like you're only hiring me. You make me do each take 7 times. Like, it's not, like, sometimes the cameras aren't rolling. It's just...
Did it have to be ER every time at the end? No, A.
Yeah.
A at the end.
Why do you capitalise it each time? It's just in the outtake reel that he wouldn't let happen. Just Samuel L. Jackson be like, no, I appreciate, you're shining a light on an awful time that African Americans went through during slave time, but can we maybe talk more about that and just throw it in less? It still hurts, Quentin. It still hurts when you make white men shout it at me. Oh. Have you seen the Oscars fiasco?
Oh yeah, I saw the little stuff
little mishap.
Yeah.
Oh, best. Right. Yeah, loved that.
Right.
Have you seen my favourite part is have you seen the photo of the audience the moment it happens? So there's like a great photo of a reaction shot of everyone in the audience, like all the famous people reacting to it.
Oh,
and anywhere you zoom in on the photo is a celebrity reaction, and the best one is Dwayne the motherfucking Rock Johnson. Guess what face he's doing?
Laughing?
No, he's doing the rock eye.
Oh, eyebrow.
Yeah. Like it's clearly
Oh, no.
the bit where the guy goes, Moonlight's one, and like Meryl Streep's like, oh my god, Matt Damon's like, what the fuck? Casey Affleck's like, oh, I love beating women, and he's doing, you know, that face he does. But the Rock's just there with just like the people's fucking eye.
Yeah.
He's taking off his wrist. I was talking to Gina about this yesterday. I have a proper fucking crush on The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rock is great.
I would love to be.
He's one of those Instagram accounts that if you just feel like a fucking mushy piece of shit, follow The Rock on Instagram and a guy called Jocko Willink.
I don't know him.
Jocko Willink, so he's an ex-Navy SEAL, and the majority, like 95% of his photos are of his G-Shock watch around 4:30 every morning. It's when he gets up. So it's like just photos of his watch and then photo of like a deadlift bar with sweat everywhere. Oh. That's it. But it'll be like 4:31 and he's like, get it.
Oh dear. Yeah.
He's like, do not stop. Yeah. End everything. You're like, fuck.
See, that's the thing. That's who Kai thinks he is right now. Like,
yeah.
I've been in the gym with Kai several times, and again, he works his fucking ass off. He is excruciating to go to the gym with, right?
Why is that?
Because he screams, and he's one of those.
Oh.
He puts on his noise-cancelling headphones, right?
Yeah.
And he's got two things. When he's gassing out, he deflates. He goes...
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You're not a piston.
Yeah. Oh, it's the most... I'm there like a fucking embarrassed wife.
Yeah.
Just like... Sorry. And then he's like... Ah! I'm like, it's not necessary.
Oh,
like, if you... Like,
man, I get a couple on... I was doing this thing yesterday, this ski machine, which is like a rowing machine, slightly different, but man, towards the end of those, there is a bit of like... Like just...
And maybe it's me, because I internalise everything. All emotions I have to fucking internalise.
You're thinking about it, you're not pushing hard enough.
I'm just... all emotions. I had to watch I had to watch The Blind Side on the airplane while drunk, because I'm going to a wedding next week, and I know how bad I am at showing emotions, so I'm just trying to teach myself that it's okay to cry.
At the wedding.
I did!
You got a bit teary.
I did. Oh yeah, Luch's speech was good, her sister's speech was great, both parents... Fucking crushed Bart, Free Bear House fucking speech was great. Yours was obviously good, didn't cry. Yours though.
Mine was average at best.
Yeah, but maybe because you were crushing it. I love the fact. It's my
I didn't write it.
Yeah, that's my favourite.
No, I'm saying somebody else wrote my speech. I didn't write a speech or vows. Nor will I.
We went to because I got to the wedding the day before. You, me, Bart, Demi, and Kat, your manager. Yeah. We all went out for a fucking lovely dinner. You were like, I'm going to hold it to 3 beers, 3 beer limit, and then you had some wine. And to be fair, you did only have 3 beers.
Yeah, 16 wines, some joints.
Yeah, a bunch of other stuff. But just you at one point, you're like, I'm going to go away and I'm going to write my vows. Came back half an hour later, like, how did it go? Didn't write them. And then after your beautiful new wife goes on stage and does her great speech, you turn to her, whispered in her ear, and what did you say?
It's like, Nick, it's your turn to read your vows, and I just leaned into Lucio. I haven't written a goddamn thing. And then fucking smashed it out of the park. Because I said to her, because Luch just found it funny, but there was a tiny part, I don't even say it was 1% annoyed, maybe frustrated, there was an emotion there where she's like winding you, and I go to Luch, if I cannot say 1 minute of nice things about you, we shouldn't get married.
That is true.
Like if I'm going, and your shoe collection's cool, and you wear fun hats.
I did, again, I love the fact that I got shouted during the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That's how I gauged the wedding. Up until that moment, I'm like, this is, you know what, I get it, it's for the good. Oh, it's my name on stage, pretty good wedding.
By the way, I love that everybody except Bart fucking roasted me in their speeches. Luch is the beautiful wife. All these amazing things are said about her. She's an angel, which is all true. She's magnificent. I'm a very lucky man. But it's all these beautiful things about Luch, and then, oi Cody, fucking cop this cunt. Smash from her sisters.
Oh, from your new father-in-law?
Her dad is the sweetest bloke of all time, right? He had a written speech and just threw it out. Didn't read a word off his speech.
Oh,
so just to roast me instead and plug his daughter's album. My sister-in-law is is he was a singer-songwriter. And yeah, my father-in-law plugged her merch
At a wedding.
I fucking love.
Yeah, but to be fair, you also plugged your Melbourne show during your one.
Yeah. I said it was a fire warning today, which is obviously a little bit scary on the day of the wedding. We could have been on fire. On fire, as a matter of fact, is the name of my tour. .au. I think Bart had my favourite line out of all the speeches though.
So Bart Freeburn, the amazing comic, was your best man for the wedding?
Yeah, he was one of the best people, and his speech opened with, he pulled a bit of paper out of his pocket, A4 paper, unfolds it, and he goes, "Oh guys, don't worry, this isn't my speech, I just drew a massive dick." And he just drew a big veiny cock and balls, and it says "believe in yourself" on it. And everyone laughs, and he throws it on the floor, and he goes, "Don't worry, they'll pick it up. It's their fucking gift." But then his line was that I lost my mind, and I was like bent over, crying for most of the speeches, laughing so hard at getting roasted. But then Bart's line where he said, "Nick and Lucera have found true love. True love's a beautiful thing. I had true love once, but I sacrificed her to the dark gods for eternal power. I just got a bit fat instead. Ah well, sometimes you just have to murder a woman to see what happens." Wedding.
Oh, I loved the bit during your vows. It was like gorgeous outdoor wedding. The sun was out. It was
It was when Luch grew up, and like sort of near the Macedon Ranges, about 45 minutes outside of Melbourne.
Yeah. For her to get, she grew up on a farm in the outskirts of like Australia. Like for the fact that
It's 45 minutes from Melbourne.
yeah,
You can catch a train. The outskirts. By the way, the outskirts of Australia is the beach.
I just remember being on that farm, looking around, like just the beautiful land, and you know how secluded it was, and just thinking, wow, it's amazing that she's not racist. Like, if you show me that farm, I'm like, this is where racists live, and not mean racists, just ignorant racists. Yeah. But the bit where you
I think people that live in small towns and there's nobody there from other cultures, I think sometimes maybe they're more ignorant than racist.
Yeah.
But if you're racist in a city, you're a fucking real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because you live around everyone.
Because you've got zero excuse.
Yeah.
Like you've just heard of these foreign lands and these foreign people. You're allowed to be a little bit scared. You're wrong, but I understand where you're coming from. But if you live in Melbourne or London and you manage to be racist, fucking check yourself. You tried to keep the part of the wedding classy and whatnot. Lutz looked amazing. She was walking down. That was my two favourite moments. One, Lutz walking down in her gorgeous red dress with her dad, and just everyone went silent. It was a genuine, it was a comics wedding. There were so many comics there, and you're fully expecting at the back.
I shopped heaps of family members to get more comedians at the wedding, and mates, like people I see the most. And I hang out with them.
Yeah, of course.
Which is what you want.
And we're at the back, and obviously when you're standing there, you're just getting marked and ripped, we're ripping the shit out of you. And the second Luch come down, you're just waiting for one comic just to say one thing at one point. And she was so beautiful that nobody said anything. It was just genuine silence, genuine happiness. And then she was the one that halfway down, she's beautiful. She just went, "It's fucking shit, eh?" with her big tongue.
Shit, eh? Like, oh, shit, eh?
And
like she's from northern Queensland. I was like, where's this come from?
Goes up there,
she goes all excited and then does a shimmy.
Does a little dance, twerking, but then gets down there, and then you go, oh, you know, she calls me auntie, but I don't want to. Oh yeah, she was like my auntie. I don't want to say because my family's here,
and I just grab the mic off her and goes.
She calls me Cunty,
which is a nickname for me.
Yeah.
Cunty. We don't know how it started. I think it was like, obviously someone being a cunt is terrible, but cunty, she's like, that's fun.
Yeah.
But we use enty in public, because then in America, because they obviously hate the C-bomb, right? The dumb ones do, the fucking legends are on board. But the reason we say enty is because when I leave, she goes, "See you, enty."
Yeah. You go, oh, it must be a like Nick the Amazing, or... It's just something beautiful. The other one I really liked was, and this was the one when we're all comics chipped in, when she went, "Oh, you know, Nick, there's the three things we're good at, drinking, laughing, and one other thing that I don't want to say in front of my father." And you just saw 17 comedians just lean into other people.
Have a crack?
My one was rimming. Oh, hold on. Right, let me just grab another cider and then we will move on to Muggle Corner. All right, it is time for Muggle Corner. Nick, would you like to explain to any new listeners we have what a Muggle is and what Muggle Corner is?
A Muggle, to me, somebody that just does basic bitch shit. Now, no, Muggle, it's just a...
It's semi-derogatory.
Semi-derogatory, but where, of course, you and Kai and all the guests you've had, we've done muggly stuff.
Yeah. It's only if you're a Muggle all the time are you... And it not doesn't mean you're a bad person. Muggles are normally lovely people. They're just a bit muggly.
Yeah.
They're just a bit simple.
How do you describe a Muggle? Yeah, is it simple? They're just...
Not even simple, because I suggest intellect-wise. I just mean the things that they enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, you could guess their... Like, BuzzFeed articles, you could easily have a breakdown of things they enjoy. It's very easy. But then again, that's the thing. Sometimes muggly things we all secretly enjoy to ourselves.
Most definitely. I mentioned one before that I know you're going to have a crack at.
I will. But just what we do is we suggest a Muggle thing, and then if we both agree, despite what Kai and Stanley might say in the next podcast, if me and Nick agree that it's a Muggle thing, you are in the Muggle corner for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
To think about what a Muggle you are. You could, the guest, you may go first.
Okay. Muggles... Oh, this would be right. Your bloody phone. Come on, phone. Sorry, guys.
And it's fine, it's just down there for the time, don't worry.
Muggles don't get their shit together. Here we go. Alright, Muggles wear clothing that have holiday locations that have been on it. You know what I mean? Like a hat that says, "Welcome to the Gold Coast."
Yeah, just like in the middle of Aberdeen.
Yeah.
I love any I love NY shirt or any memorabilia. I'm like, no. First of all, no, you don't.
Yeah.
And second of all, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any memorabilia, I don't. Yeah, I'm definitely in the corner for this. I've definitely got some Disney World stuff.
Oh yeah, I've got. I had my first trip to the States when I was 19. I bought an iHeart NY. No, I bought an iHeart OR hoodie, which is Oregon, the state of Oregon.
And do you love Oregon?
I fucking love Oregon.
Oh well, then that
Pacific Northwest. I'll wear that with pride.
in the corner.
In the corner. I'll be nice and toasty in the corner, thinking about what I did.
Just reminiscent. Is weed legal in Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I think that's one of the good places.
Oh man, Portland, the wheat dispensaries there, you know, if you haven't been to one, it is like going to a bottle shop.
Oh,
You
it's
just go in, there's heat. I don't
but it's
smoke
classy
weed.
as well. It's not even like
Yeah.
I remember it's like a scientist. I remember walking into one in Denver, Colorado, and there's just scientists behind. Like it looks like they're like zoo animals. They're kept behind glass and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can see
those
them
are-
growing it and spraying it, and like
Yeah.
they give you all the things.
They look like a lot of scientists with hay fever. It's like, hey mate, you've got some red eyes. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, worst place to get the munchies because everything in there's got weed in it. This is a vicious cycle. I can't. But some of the edibles are like, this is a warning to any listeners. Do definitely go out to one of these places to get legal weed, but be very careful with edibles.
I went in there and I said, hey, I'm from Australia. Heads up, I'm a rookie. I've smoked weed 20 times in my life.
Yeah,
Beers.
that less popular Snoop Dogg song.
Yeah.
Smoke weed twice a year.
Okay, when it comes to beers, I'll fucking destroy your whole country. But
Could you just give me a little spliff?
Yeah, I
Like
just need a little.
bit-
Take it easy on me, and they gave me some edibles. Eat half of this, and I was fine.
They give you bags of
Right
sweets, and they're like, I'm like, how much of these do you eat? And they're like, half of one. And I'm like, why is there a bag of them then?
Yeah.
Like, at least make each one an individual one.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But if you're like, one will fuck you up, lower the dose. Like, there's,
what you should
there's a
celebrate?
limit on alcohol. There's no point to the go, oh, don't drink all of this in one go, you'll die instantly. I guess they do with vodka, I guess. But these are just tiny and delicious.
Sell them in halves.
You look at them and you're always, my one.
Nobody's like, can I have a beer? It's like, yeah, man, here you go, 56 litres. And just roll out a keg. Can I have all this? No,
No, of course
fucking die. You just want a little sip.
Yeah, just stick a straw in. We'll tell you when you're done. My edible experience was they've got the mints there. The mints are great because they kick in about 15 minutes. So and you can like update it, and so I keep it going. But the fucking little sour sweets. Have like a bowl, like just a head of wheat. Do half of one, 45 minutes later, feeling nothing. Rookie mistake. Just like, well, maybe my tolerance is just... Not realising that the chemicals take far longer to break down in your stomach than they do when they are inhaled. There's 2 different types of high. I take the other one, and again, an hour later, nothing. I'm like, I think I've been so I'll just have a little nibble of another one. Half an hour after that. So this is 2.5 hours after the first one. Nothing. I go to sleep. 15 minutes later, I wake up vividly hallucinating. And I don't mean like, things that like I had no left arm. Like it wasn't like I couldn't see it.
That's
like,
a lot of munchies.
Yeah, like it was just like it looked like my bed was eating me. But the thing, I was high, so I was still totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Like I woke up and my bed was eating my arm. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'd be doing if I was a bed. That makes sense.
Eating people.
Yeah, just like you sit on my face. I'm not meant to eat you. Like, how's this fair? I'm just meant to sit here and take a I respect you, bed. I understand what you're going through. Went for a wank, didn't go well.
Oh,
no,
you can't.
No.
You can't do that. Those edibles, though, it's like shots. I try and avoid shots because I'm 29. I should know better.
But you don't.
I just really try not to have shots. Maybe twice a year I'll have shots.
I can't do shots. I spew on shots now. Specific ones that I've drank too much of. Now it's whenever someone's like, do shots, and be like, you're a bitch. I'm like, no, I just know. There's no point you buying me a drink that I'm going to throw up in 30 seconds.
Can I tell you a secret? If somebody and listeners of this, if you ever feel pressured to have a shot, but you don't want to have one, if you've only got a little bit of your beer left, what you do is I say, can I have the shot and then a bit of a beer chaser? They go, yeah. And it's just somebody being annoying, wants you to have a shot. You know, when just some muggle that drinks once a year, oh, we got to do shots.
Oh, yeah.
You're 46. Fine, get your act together. Don't have to do shots.
Remember your kids' names.
But you do the shot, keep it in your mouth, then put the beer bottle up and just spit it into the beer bottle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like, yeah. Oh, so you reckon that's what girls do after blowjobs sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I have a beer chaser?
I should probably stop drinking. like they're like, we get some more beside the bed, and then they blow you, and then they like spit out, and I'm just like, oh, I'm really thirsty after that blowjob, and they're just straight facing it while I'm just gassing at my own cup.
Yeah. Why do you have sea monkeys in that cup?
Oh, anyway, yeah, I think to buy. But that's the point of Muggle Corner, is to make us go off into 1,000 different directions. Yeah, buying memorabilia from a place is fine, but
if you wear it, I think it's t-shirt, and it's
also clothes you're never gonna wear. Like they're never fashionable. Like Fred Perry has never done welcome for fucking Paisley shirts.
Yeah.
Right, it's never fucking Canberra doesn't have a fucking lovely polo neck with whatnot. Tasmania doesn't have like fucking designer thongs, British thongs, not the fucking weird things you call them.
But also, it is mainly airport clothes.
Yeah.
That's airport clothes.
Yeah, it's you can wear them at airports. Mind you, I always have to. I dress fancy.
If somebody gives you a gift that's got the name of the place where they were on holiday on the gift, they fucking forgot to get you a gift.
Yeah.
And they bought it for you.
It's also a shit thing. Here's a place I've been that you've not been to. Neener. I do that, yeah.
I don't understand why
when people
have to buy people gifts when they've gone on holiday.
When people show me pictures of their kids, I show them pictures of people I fucked. And then I ask them who they really think's winning.
As long as it's not the same picture they just showed you.
Oh my god, they sent you that one too?
Snap!
Yeah, no, I'll agree with. Oh, I think if it's gym, you're allowed to wear anything at the gym to me because you're just sweating in it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But I do get when you're in America, you see.
My Conor McGregor t-shirts are gym t-shirts now.
Yeah.
Because I've got about 5 of them.
Oh, yeah, we have a massive man crushing Conor McGregor.
Irish UFC fight.
Yeah, him and The Rock. I would love to be stuck between The Rock and a hard place. If McGregor was the hard place.
Ooh,
a lovely little sandwich for Slossy. Yes, I will absolutely 100% give you that one. My first one, and this one requires very little discussion, happens in America all the time and is unforgivable. Muggles clap when the plane lands.
Oh.
What did you think it was going to do?
Yeah.
Like, would you boo if it crashed? Like, that would be your reaction?
Yeah.
Boo!
You saw it.
Like, oh. I can't, and I know how dumb it sounds, because like my argument is, who gets clapped at the end of their job? Me, every day, constantly, every goddamn day. But that's because I'm not,
But it's just people that don't understand the science behind it. Like, it's not a fluke.
Yeah.
You haven't won bingo, you fucking idiot. It has been designed to land.
Yeah, literally at least 15,000 planes land every day. Every day.
Yeah.
I can't it very rarely happens in the UK. But in America,
I love it.
Whee!
Maybe 18 months ago, I flew from LA to New York. Ooh, fancy. And coming into, so I went to LA, I was living in New York at the time, and Luch was in New York. I went to LA for a thing, came back that night, but coming into New York, they said there's going to be pretty heavy storms. And man, it was some of the worst turbulence I've ever felt in my life.
Like you just did an accidental loop. Like it's like that.
What am I signed up for?
Yeah, it's like when you have a paper airplane and it just does that. You know you've done the wings wrong because the thing just goes woo. Like one of those.
Man, it was getting smashed around, a bit of sideways action. You know, where it just feels like it's going to the side. You're like, ooh, that's not good. That's not a good feeling.
Each drop
in the
like,
tum-tum.
You ever have the one where like your butt kind of leaves the seat? And you're like, oh, seatbelts. That's why they're there. That's like otherwise I'd be joining my hand luggage.
Yeah. And. Man, there were some bumps, and then the pilot said, "Hey guys, strap in. Coming into land. It's going to be pretty tough." And man, it's bumping around. Everybody on the plane's silent, and then you hear like, boom, and people start clapping like, "Yay, we've landed!" And it's like, no, we just went through a storm. There's still ages to go until the engines are still going. You look outside, we're not on the ground yet. What the fuck was that? It sounded like when the wheels touch down, you hear that bang.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, yeah, nailed it. They look, shut up, it's not finished.
Look, I was still 10,000 feet down. You can see dots like, uh-oh. I had one back from Washington to LA, and it was foggy as fuck, like so foggy. I'm just looking out the window, and I'm not a nervous flyer, because for me it's instant death, and there's nothing you can do. To me, that's peaceful. I think the only thing that would suck about knowing you're in a plane crash is everyone else on that plane crash would be a little bitch. They'd be crying, they'd be phoning, and you'd just be like, can I just die in peace? I don't want my last memories to be me elbowing you in the fucking jaw for just like making this so that you're scaring me, not the death.
I love when people have that, man, if I knew a plane was going to crash, I'd just have sex. That's the last. No, you're not.
Yeah, but also, what type of person do you think's on the plane? Like, yeah, I'll suck a dick.
Yeah, my dick can't get hard if it's too humid. If I've got to peel my dick off my balls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because there's no time for, yes, just hold on, baby, hold on. Seatbelts on. Fuck your seatbelts! Like, the fog was so bad, and like, he said we were meant to be landing about 10 minutes ago. We're going down, and we're just still in this fucking fog, and it's buffeting around, and the girl behind me's crying, and I'm like, well, she's obviously a muggle and a wimp, but I understand, and I swear to God, we land before I see the ground. Like, that's how foggy this. And at that point,
they're going on instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, and when people clapped that one, I was like, I'll allow you this one. Like,
and if you're a muggle, I used to be terrified of flying, terrified. So I watched every episode of Air Crash Investigations. It makes you appreciate how awesome planes are and airports are and technology.
It's not an
accident.
accident.
Every crash, they figure out what happened and make sure
that
thing can't happen again. But there was one, I think, in Puerto Rico, a plane coming into land, and then there's a storm and it's coming into land, and then it has to take off again because it wasn't the runway lights, it was street lights.
Shit. Oh my God.
A lot of cars and trees on the runway.
Yeah, there was a lot of people like in like rush hour just shitting their pants, being like, that's getting a bit low, that's getting, oh dear God. Like, I bet they clapped people in the car. Like, woo-hoo-hoo.
I say, we're joking around, muggles clap when the plane lands and whatever, and it's like, I just fucking pull it together. If there's a bit of turbulence, you're fine. But I have passed out on the pirate ship ride.
You don't do roller.
I can't do roller coasters. I can't.
Your brain just turns off.
Oh man, I just shut off.
My favourite thing is, I know you'll never do it, but the Hulk ride in Universal.
It's like a bungee. Like you just put a towel over the cage, and you just put me in movie world.
Universal, the Hulk ride. when you get off it, there is a room that is just filled with 50 beds, and those are for the people that passed out because the thing goes to such a speed. Like, I went on it 4 times in a row with my brothers because we had fast pass. We were just being cunts, being like, "Hey!" And there was one point where my vision just genuinely just went, "Pew, pinball." I was very close. But you get there and there's just people just passed out. They have to be lifted out by like these people who still are working at Universal, so they gotta have a big smile on their face like, "Hope everyone enjoys the ride!"
Yeah, there's a lot of that G-force stuff. I know those pilots that do stunts and like when the plane's doing a loop, the amount of G-force, apparently you can black out, so they have to do these big breaths.
And squeeze their thighs together, get the blood pumping into their brain. Inhuman. I've got a lot of respect for those people. Yeah. But they don't fucking clap when they land. Imagine now you're an F1 fighter landing down on this fucking small ship. You got to hook the fucking tail thing on this aircraft thing.
I love flying an aircraft so much. Watch documentaries on it, whatever. I'll never go to an air show. I will never go to an air show because every air show it's like, "Hey guys, we've pulled out this 1922 thing," and then it's fucking on fire.
Google
into the crowd.
just put air show into YouTube, and I guarantee the first 5 videos don't have happy endings. it's never air show goes exactly as planned. Right, what's your next one?
Next one, Muggles love New Year's Eve.
Absolutely not. I love New Year's Eve.
Why?
Because in Scotland it's called Hogmanay.
Okay.
So it's like a different celebration.
Is that just you with your accent?
Yeah. Hogmanay. Yeah. So for me, it's always been Christmas is for family, New Year for friends. I always have a fucking house party. We always go out into the we used to have a place with a roof we could watch all the fireworks in Edinburgh. You just get maggot. Like it's like saying Muggles love getting drunk.
No, but it's different. But the reason I say it, it's like Muggles. To me, that's amateur hour. New Year's Eve.
I would agree.
I'm not saying you can't have fun on New Year's Eve, but Muggles will go into the city to watch fireworks.
Oh, okay,
you know?
right. Well, in that case, I'll probably like the street party stuff. I've never done the street party in Edinburgh because there's I think it's 25,000 people in 7 toilets, and the booze is 10 or a fucking pint.
Yeah.
And it's just rammed and shitty and. Yeah, it's sort of like that forced fun. It'll be more fun if we're surrounded by thousands of people. When has that ever been true outside of an orgy?
Like White Night. You know White Night? That when they Melbourne has it. I think it started in Paris. A few cities in the world have it where it's this.
Are you talking about the KKK? The White Nights. Yeah.
No, you've never heard it?
No.
White Night. So they light up all of Melbourne with these amazing light displays, and it goes all night until the early hours of the morning. But yeah, fucking 100,000 people turn up into the city to see these displays that I'm sure are impressive, but not with that many people around. I think what I'm saying, I don't like crowds.
Yeah.
Muggles put up with crowds.
Yeah.
Maybe it's less New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Well, Muggles become part of the crowd. It's that. Yeah. For me, every time I'm
trying to avoid crowds.
I know, which makes a lot better shows. Hey, fucking got him!
That was a softball home run.
Yeah, that was an underarm one. You really bounced that one. I think for me, I'm always so defensive of New Year because my New Year's I always love it. It's all my fucking mates. It's a 3-day fucking binge. But then I realised it's got very little to do with New Year. I know so many people that despise New Year. They stay at home, but to me, the people go. One of my friends who I love, but I won't name who it is.
I passed out this year at 8 p.m. on New Year's Eve. The Ronda Rousey fight was on during the day.
Yeah.
And the last few big UFC
So you lasted
cards.
less than she did.
Yeah. We'll see who gets fastest knockout. I was like, every punch she takes to the face, I'll have a beer. And the rest of Melbourne had to stay dry. There was no booze left. Man, the UFC started at 11 a.m. Mates came over at 12, and we watched. But I've got my RSA, Responsible Service of Alcohol, from when I used to be a bartender years ago. But I've forgotten all the rules because when I'm serving myself in my house, there are no rules. The rules are: I'm in charge. Shut up, Luch. I remember I knew I was blind when I yelled, I've got a Ronda Rousey t-shirt on, and I, let's go Ronda! And it was the start of the co-main event. It wasn't her fight yet.
It was two
Dominic
men.
Cruz and Cody Gumbray. Fucking Don Ronda.
Come on.
Stick arm tax.
I think I'm gonna have to fight this one. I'm not allowed. I get your point, but
Well, you love New Year's. You love counting down, so go count down for 30 seconds in the fucking corner. I'll throw streamers at you.
Muggles believe in hypnosis.
Oh, most definitely.
What more evidence do you need? Like, anyway, it's not true. It's not true. Only there's a scientific thing, and this is from countless studies over years. Mm-hmm. Anyone who was hypnotized, right, and anyone who was told to act like they were hypnotized was the exact same. All hypnosis people, all hypnotists always say you can't hypnotize someone who doesn't want to be hypnotized. So you admit it doesn't work then?
Yeah.
It's all horseshit.
Yeah.
It made me stop smoking. No, you're just a gullible fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'll do it. Just stand in front of a mirror and say, don't smoke, don't smoke, don't smoke. Like, just because it has worked on some people does not mean that the thing itself is valid. Look at the people look at the morons. I guarantee none of them are scientists.
Yeah.
I guarantee none of them, well, they're muggles.
Yeah.
Like, muggles can be hypnotized.
Yeah.
And I've been to hypnosis shows. They're very funny, but it's horseshit.
Yeah.
You're so dumb.
You know what conversation has never started like this? I went and got hypnotised. Oh, cool. By who? Doctor. That's never happened. That's never happened. Now, some cunt in a purple suit at the RSL.
Oh, like
you got me to think I was a chicken.
Like some people go, like it's real. If hypnosis was real, do you not think it would be used for things other than hypnosis? Do you not reckon
It is, man. The government do it. Chemtrails. Shut up.
The entire front line of the SAS would just be people there with their little fucking the little clocks on
Guys,
screen.
guns away, pocket watches out.
God,
Let's go.
Allah is bad. Allah is bad. You're picturing yourself at a rifle range, but you forgot how to use your gun. It doesn't work. It does not work. All that. Oh.
But there was a sports psychologist on a podcast that I liked recently, and he was saying people talk about that they can't get into a hypnotic trance, but he's like, you can, because people will just check their phones 150 times a day.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're not doing that on purpose. That's just your brain in a pattern. So he's saying there is ways to talk people through.
I think there's some things, and also there are times when, you know what, it's helpful. Like if someone has like PTSD or some trauma, and that hypnosis therapy there helps them through that. But I'm just that's great. But to me, that's not hypnosis. That's therapy. That's like there are some parts that push this thing out of your brain. That's got nothing to do with hypnosis. That's psychology.
That would be really bad if somebody with PTSD went to get hypnotised, but went to like the funny. I saw my friends die in battle.
Okay,
and now you're a dog.
Yeah. Imagine they were all wearing hats. So that's straight in.
Oh yeah.
Right. Good. Right. Go hypnotise yourself in the corner.
I know. Yeah. Go into the corner. 30 seconds.
Think about what a fucking mug you are. Milo McCabe, I'm talking to you.
Oh, Milo.
Oh, love the man with all my heart. He's the father of my godchildren. He's a fucking great comic. Check out his videos on YouTube. Troy Hawk.
His Troy Hawk videos.
His Troy Hawk's videos at
Troy Hawk, Poundland.
Weatherspoons.
Weatherspoons.
Troy Hawk Weatherspoons is a fucking belter sketch. Go on.
Troy Hawk Weatherspoons. Watch it. It goes for about 3 minutes, and if you don't laugh, you know where you go to look next. The corner.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, watch Troy Hawk's videos on YouTube. Milo is so fucking smart, but he believes in some of the dumbest ass hippie shit. I'll get him on the podcast one day. You know how he met his wife? You know, and this is, I used to idolise Milo. I still do to a degree. He's got the perfect life. But he was like, you look up to me too much. I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you respect me less. And I'm like, Milo, that's not possible. There's no way you can possibly do that. And he's like, do you want to know how I knew my wife was the one I was going to marry? And I was like, oh, because true love's real, and you saw her and you knew. And he was like, no, because my psychic told me. And I'm like, you fucking mug! Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
His wife must love to hear that.
Yeah, I was tricked. His vows was just a plug for the psychic. Right, what's your next one? Final one.
Muggles love staying at bed and breakfasts.
Oh, but Nick, it's just so rural, and it's just like, look, they've got this like special. You don't see these types of things anymore. This little thing. Look at the little chain that the plugs on. You don't.
Oh my
see
god, this place is so beautiful. It doesn't have insulation.
Isn't this just so beautiful? You could be murdered here and no one would know. Yeah. What part of that theory isn't? It's always just like Airbnbs.
No, Airbnbs
Are
different.
great.
And mate, we're in an Airbnb right now.
It's gorgeous.
A huge 2-bedroom apartment in Coogee. We're only using 1 bedroom though, the boys. Have a little sleepover.
Yeah, it's not gay if you do Conor McGregor quotes the entire time you're doing it.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna come. You'll do fucking nothing.
You need to have reach. If you're same height, same weight, you're dead.
Yeah, I think like that to me is like bed and breakfasts are my. Me and Clive have to go to a few on tour. We go to such rural places.
Yeah.
They give you those fucking. One of the ones I hate is where they give you the big key and like you hand this in before you come in, like just so you don't steal it. I'm like, I'm not robbing your 2 bed sheets. Yeah. Like there's nothing.
A massive key.
Oh, huge.
Huge.
If you drop it in the sea, gone forever. Like it's a fucking, it's a weapon.
Yeah.
Like those proper, like half a fucking nunchuck.
It's a mace. Yeah.
I think that's something for like old married couples who don't have sex anymore.
But it's almost like they're just doing their life in another place.
Yeah. Shall we go, you know how we just sit around and don't talk to each other and just read things? Shall we do this somewhere a little bit more scenic? That's the life I never want to get to.
Airbnb, I don't think of bed and breakfast.
Yeah, because that's not
even
bed.
though it stands.
But we don't get
bed and breakfast.
Yeah, but they don't give us breakfast here.
No.
Like I've been to a couple of, like I will agree that it is muggly.
Yeah.
Because it just is, even, and I enjoy them. I'll stand in the corner for this because I went to a place where like it was, the woman was like, because me and Kai have a thing we fucking hate on tour is we get told when breakfast ends at hotels. Like, so breakfast ends at 10:30. You're like, no, shut up.
Yeah.
When I wake up, it's breakfast. You shut up, nerds.
Yeah.
Just because you got a bunch of businessmen.
You stop serving it then.
Yeah.
Breakfast is when I want.
Yeah. Any bed and breakfast we've gone to.
I'm paying you for you to tell me how my fucking meal schedule runs.
Yeah. Fine. I'm gonna start drinking now. When is your bar open? When I fucking say so, cunt. I'll put that straight in and I'll quickly do my next one. But yeah, I think bed and breakfast, although they're lovely seating, it's just a bit lame. Just go to one of the kinky sex dungeon bed and breakfasts.
Oh, are there those?
Which I sent you the videos of the.
You sent me a video of you in a sex dungeon.
Well, let's definitely talk about that on the next podcast tomorrow. Because me and I'll do a couple with Cody because I'm away for a week, but I'll make sure I can still release them. Yeah, well, remind me to talk about that on the podcast tomorrow about my sex dungeon. And this
time for?
No, one more for me.
Oh yeah, of course,
you and me are straight in the corner for this. It'll
Yeah.
be a very simple one to get through. Muggles get limos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it in Melbourne.
We are going to do it. We just found out we're both on a very fancy gig, and
in Melbourne.
No. Can't say.
Oh, can we not? Oh.
No, you might have to cut that out.
No, fuck it. Oh, like anyone from there is listening to this. Me and Nick are doing a big gig, and we think it'll be funny if we take
A pink stretch Hummer limo.
there and just in like 3-piece suits and just come out the front where the audience are going in and just exit and look like the biggest fucking ballers of all time.
Sloss wants to release dubs.
I want to get dubs and just open the thing and walk out with like Jean and your mum in my arms.
And a pit bull.
Yeah, your dad.
Dad with a ball gag in his mouth.
They are totally muggly, but I'm so like.
Yeah, I don't think I've been in a
Vegas.
Vegas. Oh shit.
And that, in fact, let me take it. That's a good note for tomorrow. We should tell our Vegas story tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
the sex dungeon story tomorrow. I'll put that both in my notes. But yeah, we went in the limo in Vegas. It was great.
Oh, it was the best.
But they are just like, I understand if you've done them. I respect if you want it. If you next
We're getting
time.
ready for our show tonight.
Yeah. Next time you have a limo, invite me. I'll come. I'll sit in the corner for the limo for 30 seconds, and I'll enjoy every goddamn second of it. But we all have to admit that they are fucking muggly.
They are very muggly.
So just to clarify, the ones that got through, why? You're a muggle. If you clap when the plane lands, clap in the corner for 30 seconds, you muggle fuck. If you believe in hypnosis, go into the corner, you fucking muggle. And limousines.
Yep. If you have clothing with holiday destinations on it that you've been to, if you love New Year's Eve.
Oh, I rejected that one.
And if you love bed and breakfasts.
Yeah. Let's go into our last and favourite game.
Yes.
It's your dad jokes.
Yep.
I'll go first. Your dad slut drops the kids off at school.
Oh my goodness. Your dad's favourite drink is a baby chino.
What?
A baby chino.
What's that?
They do it for like little babies in cafes here. They just like warm milk. So it's like a little coffee with no coffee in it.
Your dad's got a death pool for his kids and he's not afraid to win dirty.
Yeah, both died in their sleep. Called it. Your dad does the hucker before he has a wank.
Your dad follows through when he sneezes by coming.
Your dad thinks George R.R. Martin's middle name is Roger Rabbit.
That's what he's been up to since he got framed. Your dad heard that dolphins are the only other animal that have sex for fun, so he's now in the sequel to Blackfish.
Your dad wants to know when Schindler's List will get its own Lego movie.
Your dad wants head down, ass up, that's where we like to fuck, played at his funeral, as that's how he intends to be buried.
Your dad plays the bugle.
Your dad keeps sending me death threats on Tinder because I keep ignoring his dick pics.
Your dad's favourite Batman is Val Kilmer.
Your mum can no longer wear a towel on her head after her shower after your dad's continuous hate crimes on her.
Your dad prefers Linux.
He's gonna kill you for that
That's a
one.
nerdy one.
Your dad hard boils eggs by sitting on them. Takes ages.
Your dad yells "taxi" at funerals. God, there's a few funeral-related your dad jokes which I love. Still, my favourite one of all time is your dad coughs
Funerals. Your dad calls the movie Moonlight Broke Black Mountain.
Your dad's favourite party trick is coward punching.
Your dad's on the sex offenders register after he signed up to be the doll in the courtroom that kids have to point out where they were touched.
Your dad's man cave is his arsehole.
Oh God. Oh, Nick Cody, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Oh mate, it was a good time. We're going to have a bloody good couple of days.
Good couple of days.
Couple of days here in Sydney.
So this one is not going to go out till Monday, I don't think, because that's when I'm due to take over. So do you have anything to plug for after Monday?
Yeah, big Australia tour kicks off March 9th in Adelaide. I'm at Adelaide Fringe for 4 days, then I've got a week at Brisbane Comedy Festival, then I've got a night at Canberra, all of Melbourne, Sydney, Perth Comedy Festivals, big tour, tickets at nickcody.com.au, at the Nick Cody, Instagram and Twitter.
Lovely. And I, on Monday, I'm going up to Brizzy to Byron for a wedding. But I'll also be at like Canberra, Hobart, Tasmania, Brisbane Comedy Festival. Me and Nick are going to be living there, so there'll be more podcasts from the pair of us. Come see both of our shows over the course of the week, and then I'm also doing Melbourne.
Yeah, we're in the same room.
Are we?
At Brizzy as well, back to back.
Back to back. Oh, you can. So if you were in fucking Brizzy, you could have a double whammy of Crusher and
You
Cream.
can have a comedy train run.
Yeah, putting an ashtray in the middle of your bed. And all details are on downsloss.com. Thank you to the guest Nick Cody. Thank you, special thanks to Andy Stanley for taking over my spot in the podcast with Kai.
Kai, send me some shirtless pics, mate.
Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, send Nick them. I don't want to see them anymore, you fucking mug.
I'll send you my ones blowing out on the honeymoon.
Yeah.
No good. I've got to wear a t-shirt to the beach. That's it.
Just you wear one in the shower because you're body conscious. Thanks for listening to the podcast again. As always, if you enjoyed it, give us good reviews on fucking iTunes. It gets us up there, gets us more listeners, but apart from that, just thanks for the feedback. Love you lots. Talk to you later, cans.
Bye.